Hi, I'm a little nervous, but I want to congratulate you on your PCA.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if your video that you did with Misha, did you plan it beforehand or did you completely improv it?
This is what went into that video. The publicist for Warner Brothers sent me an email and said, hey, People's Choice Award would love for you to send them a little video that they could post on their website, a little acceptance video. And I'm like, they didn't even invite me to, no, I'm not gonna, screw them. And then I was like, oh, all right. So then I was like, well, I don't want to do it by myself. And Misha just got there, he just got into work. And so I was like, oh, he won last year, yeah, I'll just see if he wants to go record a little video with me. So Cliffy and I walked over to his trailer, knocked on his trailer, was like, hey, do a little, let's just do a little video. I'm gonna do a little acceptance speech. Why don't you, I think it was actually Cliff's idea to, where are you, buddy? Was it you that said for him to hand me the award? Where is he?
Was it used?
He's not
just
there.
looking places.
I know.
Cliff, that sounds good.
He's
You're
outside.
not over there, are you? Cliff, is that you? You're not over there.
Good looking out. Good looking out, buddy.
Cliff,
Anyway,
you got it, right?
He said, oh, you haven't handed it. I was like, great. So Cliff was actually recording on the iPhone. And it was...
Right, Cliff?
We did.
Oh, you're not over there.
None of it was, you know, we didn't, that was it. It was like, hey, how about you introduce and then hand me the award and then that's it. And we did one take and we're like, all right, that works. And we looked at it and he had recorded the whole thing in slow motion. Very long.
Fantastic.
I think I still have it. And they were like, okay, take two. And then you saw take two. There was no editing, there was no nothing. That's just what it was.
Sweet.
I'm not handing it over. I'm kidding, I will. With a bow. Yes, right there in the eye. Yeah.
I was just wondering, when you do your directing, how much do you get to do after you actually do the directing of the thing? Do you do any of the editing, music, any of that stuff?
I get to do what they call a director's edit, or a director's cut. So as I'm filming, as we're shooting up in Vancouver, all of the dailies are getting sent to the post house in LA. And I think we have roughly 4 editors that rotate. So whoever gets assigned to me, they start compiling all the material and all the footage and start doing a kind of a loose assembly, an editor's cut, an editor's assembly. There's, I don't know, it depends on who you are, is how they like the verbiage. But so they start putting stuff together, and then they start sending me scenes, and I can look at those scenes and give them notes, or I can just send notes down with the dailies and kind of give them an idea of what I was thinking. A lot of times they put it together better than I was intentionally thinking, so they're just like, yeah, great, that was awesome, don't touch it. But then I will go down and sit in the editing bay once the show has been filmed, and I will spend an afternoon going through the whole episode and going, you know what, let's cut back to him there, let's do it.
Good choice.
Use a tighter shot there. Let's just not use Jared's coverage on this one.
I'm gonna get good ratings.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be one of the favorites. So editors, so we have so much footage. It takes 8 long days to get all the raw footage for a 42-minute episode. And so there's hours and hours and hours. And I've, on several occasions, met our editors. So the other thing is, like, y'all see Supernatural a lot after it's been done, so y'all see our faces a lot, but they see us like before they call action, after they call cut, when Jensen and I are talking about dinner and stuff, and so people will come up to me like, hey, so Gotham's pretty good, huh? I'm glad you had that good meal. And I'm like, who are, like, what? And they're like, oh,
They stare at our faces.
They stare at our faces
all
and
day
hear,
long. That's their job.
But
so
also they hear our conversations. So they'll be like, hey, is Tom better from his cold? But what? Like, who are you? Like, oh, sorry, I edited or I helped edit this or that, so they hear all our conversations. And
Yeah, because it goes in this order. It goes, all right, lock it up, roll sound, boom. Now sound is rolling, cameras are on, and then they got
background ready, and we're like, yes,
you got to go. Okay, now the slates come in, and it's like 24 Apple, take 3, A only mark. All the while we're standing there on camera talking. And then they're like, okay, lock it up. All right, here we go. And camera set.
Get your marks, and so we're talking for 5 seconds.
Yeah, there's a few, like 5-10 seconds before every.
And we'll have a conversation. It'll be like, oh, so the other day, and then we'll just continue our conversation. So they hear entire conversations of ours, talk about family, friends, and it reminds me so Genevieve, when she tried it for Ruby, she was like, I was sure I didn't get the role because when she walked in, they were like, yeah, Phil loves you. And she's like, who's Phil? Because Phil had edited her pilot for Wildfire, but she'd never met him. But like it was the same situation where like she would have been Phil's recommendation. She's like, who's Phil? And like, who's Phil? He's our producer. She's like, oh, great. Sorry.
I got a very healthy reminder of the fact that the editors listen to us when we don't think they're listening to us. When Misha asked me about the editing process because he was about to direct, and I started saying, I was like, it's a little boring, you're sitting in there. I was in there for like 4 hours, and it's like, oh gosh, and I'm just not used to that kind of work. I don't do that. Plus, I don't know what they're like. They're doing all this stuff with the Avid, and they're moving things, and they're clicking, and they're doing, and I'm just sitting there waiting and not knowing, and then they're like, okay, how about this? I'm like, yeah, that's great. Okay, next note, this. Click, 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 and I'm just sitting there drinking coffee. So I was telling Misha this while the cameras were rolling, and I get an email the next day from my editor. Now, Nicole and I are on very good terms. She's a lovely woman. I love her. She's fantastic at her job, and we're super lucky to have her on the show. But she is not shy to remind me that she's listening. And she just wrote me a sweet little email. She was like, funny, Jensen, I thought we had a good time. And then sent the little like 5-second clip of me saying that I was boring. And I was just like, oh.
I just wanted to tell you, I think you've done an excellent job in all the ones you've directed.
What's that?
Yeah, you have done an excellent job in all of the episodes.